What's up, guys? The car just made it back from Gold Rush. It's officially back in the garage. Let's take a quick walk around and see what the initial damage is. So, an overview of the rally. We started in Nashville and we're from Memphis, so we just drove right there. Yeah. A lot of people have to transport their cars. We had some guys from Canada, some guys from pretty far over. I don't want to know what their transport bill was.
They drove their cars to the start grid, so shout out to them.
So we started in Nashville. We went up to Indianapolis, was our second stop, I guess. Milwaukee, Minneapolis, and down to South Dakota, Big Sky, Montana, Jackson Hole, Salt Lake City, and we ended in Las Vegas for a total of about 4,000 miles. Okay, so this was how many days was it?
This is technically a 9-day rally with GoldRush.
Okay, this was a 9-day rally. So the first thing you have to worry about is your entry fee. How much was the entry fee?
It was $24,000.
$24,000. Okay, the entry fee, this can change, obviously, if you are a returning driver. But for someone joining this first year, that's what you have to pay, $24,000. Obviously, that gets you so much. What does that get you?
Basically 90% inclusive. There's really small stuff you got to pay for, like gas, obviously, and meals. You got to get the car there. So transport. Started in Nashville this year. We're in Memphis, so we just drove to the start grid, so we had to pay for that. But transport on the way home from Las Vegas to here was $26.78. Not horrible. Enclosed.
So we covered the entry fee. After that, let's talk gas. So here, obviously, it's not going to be the most fuel efficient vehicle for a rally. How much did we end up spending on gas?
$1,932.
$1,932. Guys, that's $2,000 for a week of driving.
It was worth it, though. It's great.
Okay, so food. Obviously, most of the food was included, thanks to Gold Rush. But I'd say there's about 20% of the food that wasn't included. So like random lunch stops, random dinners. Like I said, most everything was included. And when it was included, it really was top tier. But how much do you think we spent on food?
We kind of lumped this all together. Meals, valet, miscellaneous like Ubers, stuff like that. Just rounded up to like $1,726.
Another $2,000 in food.
Yeah, pretty much.
But obviously the cities that we're stopping in, they're not the cheapest cities.
Yeah, they're pretty high-end dinners.
Yeah, Jackson Hole, Salt Lake.
Valet at some of the restaurants or the hotels was like $150 a night.
Especially in Vegas, we had to pay like $25 every time we wanted to get out of the garage.
Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that was insane. Okay, so I forget what numbers we're at right now.
We'll have a counter somewhere up over here.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to see the number up here.
Yeah, it's about 30 grand. This isn't a cost yet, but we touched on this earlier, but the windshield's all broken. We guessed, most of us guessed it correctly, but it's $8,600 for this OEM windshield.
Well, and that OEM from Lamborghini, according to ChatGPT, we're kind of afraid to ask Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But ChatGPT says $8,600 just for the glass.
And then another $1,500 for labor at the Lambo dealership. So.
Yeah, they were saying there's something special about this glass that they have to do. I don't get it. To me, it just looks like normal glass.
It's the price you pay for fancy Italian cars.
Yeah, look at where you have confetti still. Honestly, that confetti's gonna be super easy to access when you pop the windshield off.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's actually a blessing in disguise. You have to spend $8,600.
Yeah.
What else?
That's pretty much it.
So what do you get from Gold Rush to make it
You
worth
get a top
it?
tier experience of white glove rally time. Get to hang around with some really cool people, network, build connections. Laws really don't apply. So
I mean, you would go to your hotel room and the luggage that you had. So we had a luggage truck. That's the thing a lot of rallies don't have.
yes. Not only do they have a luggage truck, but then they take your luggage and put it in the room, so that way it's waiting for you whenever you get there to the next city.
Yeah.
Just stuff that GoldRush does.
There's a whole lot of logistics, and there's a lot more going on behind the scenes, I think, than a lot of people think. Because you would just assume that this is just a big rich road trip, you know, and you're just driving your cars. But there's so much planning that goes on to all this. I mean, you have guys that ride the route beforehand to make sure that the roads are appropriate. Even though sometimes we may not take their requested route. A lot of guys would hit the highways, but they would even tell you on those days, like, hey, we've taken a lot of time to like look at these roads. Like, we think this is the best scenic route. You guys should take this. Cool. You have a huge team behind GoldRush. I mean, how many people between media and like Amy and other people, they probably had
20 people behind the scenes.
20 people on staff.
So a grand total, not including the windshield repair and like all the other maintenance, 30,336.
All right, guys, I think that's where we're gonna end the video for tonight. That's just a little clip, a little video, a little glimpse into our lives. There's definitely gonna be more to come. There's definitely more cars on order. The Rin Formula style car that's gonna be coming out. We have some other cars come to the channel. But until then, guys, go ahead, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for what's next. See ya.